Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Patriots are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now Cade York for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted.
Cade York to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. But you look at this Patriots defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
This defense for the Patriots, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Baltimore Ravens.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The Ravens at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Fights through it. Pushing his way through. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the ball's out, funneled near midfield. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. I mean, look at this Baltimore defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top?
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
First down, New England.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. A short throw caught by Andrews. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 21 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for this.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. And Isabella. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. New York now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing Jones.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Will Dissly. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Second and 13. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They're going to look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short. And it's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, look at this play call. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. York able to send this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to have it here at at their own 32-yard line. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got this to Jefferson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
This could be the turning point. Way to make the play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
Stuff on Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
past midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for Baltimore Ravens.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And this one too low.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Jones, off play action. Flush to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trucks over him. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Touchdown! And Isabella. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They go with Jacobs. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, New England.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Ravens 14.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones, this throw taken in by Johnston. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing.